4-cheese baked mac and cheese.
For this dish, we're going to start by grating up 7 ounces of smoked Gouda, extra sharp cheddar, and Gruyere. Lastly, I'll grate up 2 ounces of Parmesan, and I'll mix them together. I'll chop up the remaining ounce of all the cheeses into tiny squares and save those for later. In a large pot, I'll bring 2 quarts of water to a rolling boil. I'll salt the water generously, and when it starts to boil, I'll add 1 pound of cavatappi pasta. We're going to boil our pasta until al dente, which basically just means to slightly undercook it. 10 minutes later, I'll strain the pasta and immediately blanch it by rinsing it in cold water. I'll drizzle a little olive oil on it to keep it from sticking, and in the same pot I'll add my roux. A roux is equal parts fat and flour, so I'll add 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour and butter. I'll cook the roux until it's blonde or light brown, and I'll add 3 cups of milk and 1 cup of heavy cream. Mix that up and I'll season with salt and pepper. Let that simmer until it starts to thicken, and I'll add all of my shredded cheese and mix. Now I'll bring the pasta back to the pot and stir. In a steel pan, I'll add 4 ounces of prosciutto and cook it until the fat renders. I'll add 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Toss those together, and I'll finish with a teaspoon of paprika and a tablespoon of parsley. In a 4-quart greased Pyrex dish, I'll add half of my mac and cheese and sprinkle on my cheese cubes that I saved. I'll add the rest of the mac and cheese and top with my breadcrumbs. Stick it into the oven at 350 degrees for around 30 minutes. Take it out and I'll plate it. And that's how you make my favorite